Alright, so what I've got going on here, I'll quickly show you so I don't get too many questions on it, is Rickets, how did you connect your little pieces of U channel to your fixture? Well, if you see, I've got holes there, and if you see all these little dots, those are going to be holes in the fixture. And what will happen is I will use a zip tie to go through the holes in the aluminum, through the two holes on either side, and it will connect and zip at the top of the other end of the fixture. If you look over here, I've got one done already. Yeah, it's the sawdust from it, but it's on there pretty good. It's not going to go anywhere. I've got the zip tie, goes right through the holes, through those ones, and I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to have to angle the camera, and they connect on the other side like so. You know, pretty basic stuff, but it works. Sometimes simpler is simpler. Yeah. Alright, next step. The next little piece I want to show you in my build is what I like to call the flux capacitor. No, it's not. It's not a flux capacitor, but it's different. If you see here, what I've got is 4 60mm fans attached to a 1/2-inch piece of plywood by screws on the top. They're covered with electrical tape. I just did that to make everything more solid. I've got all the fans also connected on the bottom with zip ties. Love the zip ties. Inside there's a hole through the plywood that's connected to a kind of mangled, mutated 90-degree 1/2-inch PVC elbow. Now you might be thinking, Rickets, what the hell is this? Basically what this is going to do is this is going to sit on another piece of PVC and it's going to connect to it, and on the other side of this, of the fixture, it's going to be connected to a servo, and it's going to rotate this back and forth like this, blowing air along the tracks, the aluminum tracks, all the way around the system. So instead of just going directional that way, as you see, I'm going to have LEDs all over the place, so I need to get some kind of cooling all over the place. The easiest way to do this is to have movement. So these will just go back and forth, kind of like a fan, like this, and uses very low power and hits everything. Excuse me. Anyway, so that's that piece. I'll show you it working and I'll connect it in a bit. But for those that are curious and interested, yeah, that's what the flux capacitor looks like. Alright, just a quick show of the next part. If you can see here, what I've got going on is all these little lines, these dots with lines, are where a piece of my little heatsink will go. Let me grab one quickly. So, as I mentioned before, it's got the holes. The zip tie will go through the holes and hold it in place. The LED will go there, and then there'll be wires that connect from the LED. So this is, as you can see, a white one. So that white one will connect to that one. That one will connect to that one, and all the way around. And then basically it'll be on the other side of the thing. This is the top. This is where the drivers will be held. The other thing you can see is I've got my servo hooked up to my little thing there. On the other side of that, it will hook up to my flux capacitor there. That's just, you know, some PVC. I'll just pop it on there. I don't have to screw it on. It has enough tension. And basically what will happen is my fan on the other side will rotate as this servo gains motion. As you can see, hold on, let me turn it up here. I've got it connected to a potentiometer here so I can actually adjust the power so I can go pretty slow. I still have to work on the sound. If you can hear, it's kind of loud. If I can't get the sound to adjust, then what will happen is I'll probably just have it on a timer, so it'll only do a couple seconds every once in a while. So it'll take it, it'll turn it, and it'll turn it back, turn it, you know, a couple times an hour. But that's basically it. That will keep my fans from going around and around on the other side. I still have to readjust my bar here. It's not a good length yet. I might actually extend this a little bit, so that'll help with that. But, you know, trial and error. So that's the step I'm on now.